Damn, I'm good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of StarCraft Inc. Today's match is a game between ClanWater and SSNYorosmai. ClanWater spawning on the left side of Belshire Beach Winter Edition. Oh yeah, and SSNYorosmai spawning on the right side as the Purple Zerg. This is a really pretty map, I have to say. A really pretty map, and there is another version of it, and it is a very summery looking thing, and it is pretty in that version as well, but there's a lot less stuff to walk on in that version. This version has a lot of space, and I don't know what to tell you. I've never seen this map until just now, and I'm so impressed with it. I think it's really pretty. I love the snow effect going on here. This is a match between two very talented players. SSNYorosmai, if you don't know, is part of our clan, the SSN, and he's top of Masters on the North American server, but he doesn't really take that seriously, as he does play on the Korean server. That is where he spends the most of his time. His opponent, ClanWater, has defeated many professional players, including Zerg players. It's a really strong matchup of his. He has a very unique build that he uses against Zerg players, and I'm talking Grandmaster Zerg. I'm not just talking, mid-master sort of thing. And we're gonna see, looks like a Forge Fast expand. I'm not just purely talking about stuff like that. Let me quickly double check that I've got my sound balanced right. I don't want to have my sound effects too high. There we go. Sometimes that gets in the way and I drown myself out, but I won't do that this time. Guys, really looking forward to this match. SSNYorosmai has been cleaning up Zeke tournaments left, right, and center, really slaughtering anyone who gets in his way. He's won one of them undefeated, and he's won 3 in a single week, and that's why I'm casting this game for you guys. Now, I have not watched this game. I don't know if Yorosmai wins or loses, so keep that in mind when we go into this game. Yorosmai building an evolution chamber in ClanWater's expansion. So this is a lot like what you'll see Protoss do to Zerg. I mean, over here you're seeing a pylon in Yorosmai's expansion. So very interesting to see an evolution chamber go down. And you'll see Terran players do that with an engineering bay a lot too. So every race has their own option, and we're seeing that gateway go down, a cannon for defense, but it is also in position to break down the evolution chamber. Now the Protoss player is not really that far behind. This won't delay him too long, simply because he wasn't ready to build his Nexus anyway. He's just going to continue to build probes. He's getting that gas, and interesting time to get your gas on a Nexus, on a Forge Fast expand. But he will be going for that Cybercore, and after the Nexus he will be proceeding forward. The Broodling's doing some damage, almost killing that probe, which would have been annoying, but he gets it out of there, and he will drop that Nexus and proceed after the Nexus, very similar to like he would if he were not expanding. So you're going to see that Cybercore go down as soon as he can afford it, I imagine. I want to see if he does, and yes. There goes the Cybercore, and the gas was kind of like a standard timing with the gateway, you know what I'm saying? The same as it would be if you didn't expand. So, let's see Yorosmai take his own expansion as well, and a very fast third, but ClanWater has his probe here. He sees that. Whether Yorosmai sees the probe or not, I don't know. Guys, just to kind of give you an idea, Yorosmai's active APM is 300. I know there's a new APM tracking system right now for StarCraft 2. It's not the same as it used to be. It actually cancels spamming. So unless you're actually doing a unique command with each decision, each mouse click or keyboard click, it won't track it. So you can't spam 1234, 1234, 1234 like you used to be able to and get like 400 APM. This is unique APM that you see right here. But if you use StarCraft 2 gears to track your APM in your games, you'll see like your old APM right next to your new APM on the new StarCraft 2 gears. I don't know if any of you guys use that or not. Anyway, back over here, we do have ClanWater getting his 2 gas here and his 2 gas here. He's going gung-ho on the gas. I'm not sure what tech we're going to see. Yorosmai does have a single Overlord in the base for scouting, so I'm interested to see what direction this goes in for the Protoss player. I want to look at the income now as well. I believe right now it's pretty even. I haven't been watching what ClanWater's been using his chrono on. We're going to see a Stargate here. Will we see the double Stargate? If we do, it's going to be very similar to a build we see from Sidewinder. And Sidewinder's a Protoss player who really participates in the Blizzard forums a lot. And when he does, he's very helpful. I'm very appreciative of Sidewinder and what he does for the StarCraft 2 community. We are going to see the Sentry come out. And why he wouldn't attack this Overlord, I'm not sure. But he could very well just come over here and kill an Overlord for free. There you go. He doesn't really have much space to run. And just the one Stargate, so not a double Stargate. And we are going to see, we've got this Weapons 1 on the way that's been on its way for a while now. And no chrono is being used on it, so that's interesting as well. A single Void Ray on its way out. Speed for Yorosmai. Roaches. Nothing out of the ordinary for Yorosmai. Other than that fast expand, seeing him on the 3 bases is it's candy for my eyes, I'll say that. 53 harvesters to 47, so Yorosmai is ahead, even though we have seen the Protoss player pretty much use all his chrono on his Nexus, and as you can see, he's been spending every ounce of it. What are we seeing here? Twilight. We're seeing a fleet beacon. He built a second fleet beacon by what I can only imagine is by accident. Yeah, there's only, I think, how many upgrades are there in the fleet beacon? I think there's only one. There's no upgrade. Oh, there is the one upgrade still. The catapult for the carriers. We are going to see Blink. What the hell is he doing? Okay, yeah, I don't even think he knows this Overlord is here, but now he does. He will be able to execute that Overlord, and Yorosmai will know that Void Rays are on the way, and it will be a mothership that's coming out. What? Yes, please. A mothership now being chronoed from the second Nexus. Weapons 2? Ground Weapons 2 on the way. Blink is on the way for Stalkers. But we don't see many units right now. It's going to be what I can only imagine to be a burst of production from the Protoss player. And this is an extremely short map, I have to say. Had Yorosmai put on some early pressure, he may have been able to do some damage. This is a wide ramp, maybe with some Nidus pressure to the back over here. I mean, this, like I said, it's such a short map. There's so many options for both players to put on a lot of pressure, and a lot of cheesy pressure too. But I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna see here, guys. And as soon as this mothership pops out, I can only guarantee you a drop in frame rate. I mean, I have a beastly computer, but I still see a little bit of a dip in frame rate when that sucker pops out. And oh, there's the gateway count. Holy Jesus. We're seeing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gateways so far, and 9 from the one over here. We're seeing 9 gates, and he will be able to dump a lot of money into that. A carrier coming out. Blink almost done. Mothership is seconds away. We've got 6 Muta coming out from Yorosmai, and a bunch of Lings, and here comes the mothership. I heard the sound. There it is. What will we see in the engagement? This could very well just run Yorosmai over with enough Blink Stalkers under that mothership, as well as a carrier. And Blinks are done, and weapons upgrades out the ass. We're seeing Weapons 2 almost finished here. We've got, what do we have over here? No upgrades for the air. We've got no upgrades for the ground. Just a lot of units. A couple Spine Crawlers, a Spore. He's covered his bases for cheese. He doesn't know what's coming, though. And like I said, we saw that frame rate dip. I went down to 19 from 30. And I do record only at 30 frame rate. We're going to see some Muta harass this, but enough Blink Stalkers to hold that off. And he just got a look. Yorosmai just got a look at the gateway count when he saw that warp in. But look how many Stalkers came in of nowhere. This is Zerg style macro for you from a Protoss player. He's got his mothership, he's got his carrier, he's got his mass Stalkers, and it's going to be scary for Yorosmai to do anything about it. He doesn't even have an Overseer, as far as I can tell. He's just producing more Muta, and that's a very common style for Yorosmai against Protoss. He likes to go that Ling Muta. His creep spread, he's impressive, he's spreading it across the map. He's now still on 3 bases, taking his 4th, and completely unexpecting of what is to come. And like I said, that cloak is going to do so much damage right now. He is getting a glimpse of that cloak. He's seeing that there is a mothership just because of those cloaked units, but I don't know if he really noticed, because he still hasn't gotten an Overseer. He's getting a couple Corruptors because I think he's afraid of Colossus or Void Rays, but he has no idea what he's actually about to see. And I don't believe that Yorosmai, if we take a look, I don't believe that Yorosmai, oh, we did see the Fleet Beacon. He has seen the Fleet Beacon, and I think he assumes carriers. And if that were the case, Muta was a good choice. But that's not what he's going to run into. And here comes the push from ClanWater. ClanWater really going to do some damage here, I believe. Like I said, no Overseers anywhere. Finally, morphing a lot of Overseers. I don't know what tipped him off about the cloak, but there's going to be a lot of damage here on both sides. I think Yorosmai's macro will allow him to do a lot of damage to this push, and those Overseers was a good call. He morphed in a lot of them. And where'd they go? There's 5 Overseers here. And I don't know if ClanWater is going to go for the snipe on those, or if he's just going to do as much damage as he can with the combination that he has. Vortex is going to be a scary weapon here. He's building a couple pylons so that he can constantly reinforce and keep the pressure up in this game. And here goes the push. We are on Weapons 2. Weapons 3 is not even on the way. Here we go. Lots of Lings. Lings are not a friendly fighter against... Oh my god. There's the Vortex. A bunch of Lings going down, and a bunch more going into the Vortex. And I'm not sure what the plan is here. Yorosmai dumping everything he's got into that Vortex. And that's about to finish here. It finishes, and all those Lings pour back out on top of the Stalkers. Another Vortex going down, trying to kill as much as he can before they can retreat into the Vortex. And he's just picking it apart piece by piece. Yorosmai remacroing back up to 191, pouring more units into this fight, right into the Vortex. The second the Vortex opens up, they will engage the Stalkers again. And Muta Ling is so powerful against Stalkers. And all those Overseers are right here. The mothership does go down, and now these Stalkers are naked, trying to deal with Lings. And like I said, Lings are not what Stalkers want to fight, as they cannot DPS the number of Lings fast enough. They do have armor too, which kind of cancels out the upgrades of weapons that the Stalkers have. Yorosmai dealing with that quite well, and so many Overseers here. The speed upgrade just for being Overseers is helping them escape here. And now Zealots reinforcing the engagement, which is a good choice by the Protoss player, which kind of counteracts that quick tech switch that the Zerg is capable of. Lings coming out to deal Baneling, smashing into the weak Stalkers, dealing a lot of damage splash-wise because of that already damage from the Lings earlier. That did a lot of... You got a lot of kills, which it normally wouldn't. It would normally just soften it up. The switch to Roaches was a good call, as it is strong against both the Zealots and the Stalkers, but the Blink is making it incredibly hard to deal with. Corruptors sitting here useless, as there's no longer a mothership. A switch to Broodlords is not possible right now, so those will remain just useless as hell. Picking off Overlords, which is terrible for Yorosmai. Yorosmai trying to stay in this game. Roaches coming from the primary base. Drones being pulled off to deal with the Blink Stalkers. Lings mixed in, and the Stalkers just don't know what to shoot with. Getting surrounded and picked off by Roaches. Yorosmai may actually clean this up, but there was a little bit of a move command miss micro here. Lings killing Stalkers. Blink not cooled down and can't get away from the remaining forces. A lot of drones. ClanWater, GG's. Yorosmai actually takes this game. I can't believe he held that off. I think the pure reason that the GG came from ClanWater is because he could not get off an expansion during the midst of that. It's somewhat of an all-in, a 2-base all-in with no plan to expand. Very impressive hold-off there by Yorosmai. I thought he was about to lose that game, but no. The constant switch between Lings and Roaches and the decision to pull his line there saved him that game. Some sort of spotting that clued him in to get Overseers before the push reached him really paid off, and those last-minute armor upgrades on the Lings really held him against those Stalkers. So, great game. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that too. I'm SSNYorosmai, and you're watching StarCraft Inc.